All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live on this Tuesday afternoon, New York time. California is fully awake. Sorry for Australia and New Zealand. Probably too late for you guys and probably a little too late for those in Asia. But we're going straight to the charts. I can complain about politics and COVID all day, but as usual, and I'm going to keep this video short because the last couple of videos were long, and I know people are begging for the long format once again, but we're going back to the short format. Which screen am I sharing? Hold on. Wait. Okay, here we go. All right. On yesterday's show with Jimmy Song, totally forgot to take a look at the mempool. What the hell is that? One transaction? Bitmain mining empty blocks again? What was that? That's strange. I thought we were done with empty blocks. Interesting. I wonder if that's somebody mined an empty block, which is kind of messed up considering how many transactions there are that need to be mined. Anyway, the mempool is grossly congested right now, unless you absolutely have to make a Bitcoin transaction. You may want to wait for the weekend. My priority is to start using Lightning, and I advise everyone else to do the same. This is weird. This says 4 minutes ago, and this says 3 minutes ago. This could be a bug on the front end. And yeah, this is strange. Should get Simon back on the show, find out what the hell's going on with mempool.space. Maybe that's a bug. Anyway, let's go to the charts. So look, we're surviving by a thread inside the triangle in this weekly look of the price of Bitcoin. And we will, of course, need to wait an entire week to see how this closes. But we are now forming an entire weekly candle under the moving average. And that's not a good sign. This also means if we stay under the moving average, we fall under this triangle next week. And that is, of course, a bearish sign. Now, someone messaged me about the Lucid SARS being potentially wrong. I need to get back with my Pine developer to help me understand what's going on with the Lucid SARS, and I want to make my own SARS. I basically just want to make all my own indicators. Let's go to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, this is also bad, and this week is even worse. Sorry, today is even worse. To me, this is bad. We spent an entire body of a candle under the 50 period moving average, and I'll just double check. That's not the moving average script. Yes, 50 period moving average. Just want to be sure. If we spend an entire body of a candle under the 50 period moving average, which is bad, and now we're spending an entire candle range under the moving average, that is also bad. I have no choice but to turn bearish on the daily chart. The TA is telling me to turn bearish on the daily chart. Everyone has their own view of TA, and this is the worst daily scenario for Bitcoin that I've seen pretty much in a while. As we scale back, we have not had a full candle below the 50 period moving average. We have to go all the way back to October. We have to go all the way back to October, the last time we were under the 50 period moving average. And if you zoom out, you've done well. If you trade the moving average crossover, you would have been fully in on Bitcoin at 10,000, and you would be exiting, well, in the near future. You wouldn't even have to exit yet. You'd still be bullish if you're just trading the major crossovers. And you would have held all through this and all through this and all through this. Now, those of you that are going to yell and scream, how come you know, you didn't see the exit right here at the very top. Well, that's not always how trading works. Sometimes you can time the perfect top and sometimes you can't, just like sometimes you can time the perfect dip and sometimes you can't. So for me, the big picture is way more important than the small picture, though on the small picture, everyone was informed that we had a 4-hour MRI top. So it depends how relevant each time frame is to you. So I was bearish right here on a 4-hour MRI top. I just wasn't this bearish. And I was very bullish on this MRI buy. In fact, I was trying to buy this dip right here at the very bottom, but this clearly did not materialize. I was expecting us to be significantly higher by now, and we're not. To me, a real disaster happens if we start trading below this line. This is now my new line in the sand right here. And if we go below this line, I believe the selling is going to accelerate. And yes, I am only looking at the price action because to me, that's the most important part, is the price action. So let's see what happens. Hey, that what do you call it? That pi cycle top could very well be right. Who knows? But that's not the kind of metrics I use. I use just price action, chart patterns, and MRI, and that represents 90% of all my decision making in that order. Price action, which is candlesticks, chart patterns, and then MRI. I see a super chat. Mark, thank you. Can you check Doge? Yeah. I'll check Doge. So to me, on a 4-hour chart, that is bad. And on a daily chart, that would certainly accelerate the selling. So if we are going to continue selling, where is my potential buy the dip? Well, my potential buy the dip is going to be in about 4 to 5 days. There's going to be a combination of the 128-day moving average, along with the support line from the MRI top, from this MRI top, to be specific. This MRI top did not generate one of these lines, mostly because this was an MRI top that flipped the count. In any case, there's also going to be an MRI buy opportunity in about 5 days. So if for me to have a perfect buy the dip, there would be one more catastrophic crash similar to the one we had 2 days ago, and it would take place in about 4 days. And this way I can time my perfect buy the dip at $47,000, $48,000 along with an MRI buy. But I don't know if that's going to happen because I don't know what the future holds. But for now, I have turned bearish on the daily chart. The red star activated that. But like I said on the video of this crazy day, that had I not exited at this blue line, which would have been below the moving average and with a red star and below a critical prior support of a swing high consolidation, if I did not exit right here, I would not have panicked down there because things do go back to the mean. And considering how yesterday's candle started trading, I was hoping that it would end similar to this. However, the way yesterday's day ended and the way today has already started makes me exiting my GBTC positions. I don't really care if I lose a little bit of money because it will prevent me from losing more money, and I could always go back in later on. So right now, I am looking for a buy the dip opportunity here in the below $50,000, or we would need to rally all the way back to 59 plus for me to consider buying the next high. This is what happens in these situations. I am going to take these full candles under the moving average seriously. And if we reverse from here, so be it. Okay. That is my current position. The weekly chart, still has me a little bit hopeful. But once again, we are looking at a full candle below the moving average. The MACD is about to cross over. The RSI is now telling me not to be long in this market. And the CMF, while still bullish, is certainly going down. One last thing I really want to look at is the funding rate. And the funding rate is now starting to favor the bulls, but I wanted to spend a significantly more amount of time here in order to kind of negate this giant thing that came before it. So this is what I'm looking at. All right. Yeah, it's disappointing, but it is what it is. Hey, thank you guys for watching the live stream. We have over 1,300 viewers right now. Sorry I couldn't catch Australia awake, but someone from Japan said they were watching. Okay, let's look at shitcoins. Doge was looking really, really good. Unfortunately, Doge is pulling back again. It's pulling back against Bitcoin right here, and this MRI top certainly did its job. Let's look at the dollar version of that. The USD version is still consolidating, and it can still break out, but I'm totally neutral on Doge right now. I'm still thinking it's a 1 to 4 candle correction and then probably more upside. I don't think the Doge pump is over. I think people are just, that crazy. And to be honest, if I look at the world of shitcoins, someone asked me about that scam coin over there. Not that I care about it. If I look at this stuff, I would rather see Doge at number 2 than anything else, because that literally proves what a nightmare all this nonsense is. So I would love to see Aurora coin back at number 2. That was my favorite altcoin of all time. So people are just crazy. All this stuff is gonna... None of this stuff is needed. The only reason for this stuff to exist is for the creators of this stuff to get rich. It's the only reason for its existence. Someone is asking who's playing weird music. So I am in Turkey, and that is the call to prayer. That's not weird music. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is moving up in dollar terms. That's weird. Since Bitcoin is dropping, I didn't expect that from Ethereum. So that means it's probably rising in Bitcoin terms, and it is. Again, in the near future, anything that can be built on Ethereum will be built on top of the Bitcoin liquid sidechain. Otherwise, it makes absolutely no economic or technical sense. But hey, feel free to build on top of an unscalable blockchain if you are building your project. Gold, I remain bullish on gold, clearly right here. We have a green star candle. We're consolidating, and I do believe gold has bottomed for the year, and I do think gold will break its all-time high, if not this year, and then most certainly next. S&P 500 topped with the MRI. I had warned you guys earlier. I didn't realize we dropped so much today in the markets, but this I've been warning you guys all of last week to get out of your S&P 500 because I would have taken this MRI seriously. The way to trade MRI, and I do have videos to explain it, this I would have also taken seriously, but this green star candle gets me back in the market. This here gets me out. And as you can see right here, we never went back above, and we are now going down. Weekly look at the S&P doesn't look that bad, actually. Oh, wow, that looks amazing. I didn't even realize that was there. All right, time to end the video because I'm about to eat dinner. I'm about to show you guys what my dinner is going to look like. It's absolutely incredible. And that's pretty much it. People are saying I'm delusional about Ethereum. Aren't Ethereum fees $100?
Yeah,
and
I just paid 110 moves for Uniswap.
yeah, my friend here, my friend right here. By the way, speaking of my friend, you can check out his children's book with all the money going to children with leukemia. That's Arthur Baker, who wrote the book, and he just said he paid your contracts. Bitcoin isn't. That's what the liquid sidechain is for, which is incredibly cheap. So why in the world would you build anything on top of Ethereum if you can build it on top of the Bitcoin liquid sidechain? You get the security and the decentralization of the Bitcoin blockchain plus cheap transactions. So someone please explain to me what the future of the centralized Ethereum chain is. Am I frozen? I don't think so. Should be fine. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. If you guys want to learn how to trade, check out my free section on Learn Trading right here. If you're looking for something a little more substantial, check out the on-demand videos right here. Loading a little slowly. And if you want something more advanced, check out the MRI. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to cut the screen share. I'm going to show you this incredible thing. So there's one thing that I really like eating that comes just below a really good ribeye. And I have to do this carefully so I don't spill it all over my laptop because there's butter on that plate. And that is whole fish. So whole fish is one of my favorite things to eat. So ribeyes or whole fish. And this looks absolutely incredible. All right. I'm going to go eat. Thank you all so much for watching and see you all on the next one.